Hola, ¿qué pasa? Bienvenidos. This is and I am Been Around the World. It is another beautiful day here in Playa del Carmen, Mexico. It is currently March 1st, which means I'm going to be talking to you about monthly budget report. More specifically, what it cost my girlfriend and I to spend the month of February here in Playa del Carmen. Now this video is to just give you a general idea of what you may be spending if you are looking for you and your partner to move down to this beautiful paradise. Obviously budgets for everybody can differ. My girlfriend and I, we're not super poor, we're not super rich, so we do try to be economical, but we also do like to have a nice place and go out to nice places every once in a while. So like I said, this budget is just to give you a general idea. Now, if you are looking to move down here to Playa del Carmen, Mexico, and it does come highly recommended by me and a lot of other people that live down here, the first place you're going to need is a place to live. So the first thing on our budget is we have rent accommodations. Now, we do have an apartment that's just a few blocks from the beach. The farther from the beach that you live, the cheaper it is, and the closer to the beach you get, the more expensive it is. But living closer to the beach, you're in the center of town and you are around all the good stuff, all the action. So it does come recommended to me to live in the center of town as opposed to further out. So again, our apartment is a few blocks from the beach. We have a nice studio apartment, fully furnished, well equipped. We spent $475 a month. $475 a month also includes high-speed internet, also includes our water bill. So that's pretty cool. As far as utilities, the two things that aren't included in our rent is we pay the electric bill and we also pay the gas. Our hot water is heated via gas as well as our stove. So $475 for our apartment, fully furnished, well equipped, also includes water and high-speed internet. Next on the list we have the utilities. Like I said, we pay rent, we pay heat, and we pay the electric. The electric bill comes in every other month, and the gas is actually a gas tank, and we pay somebody to come out and switch the tanks when they're empty. So in February, we didn't have to refill our gas tank, so that was $0, and our electric bill was only $9. Now, we paid it in February, that's when it came in, but it was actually for the usage in January. And January was actually a relatively cool month by Mexico standards. There was a lot of gray days and a little bit rainy, so we didn't actually run the AC a whole lot, which is the reason why our electric bill was so low. February is significantly sunnier and a lot warmer than January was, so when our next electric bill comes in, it'll probably be a lot higher. So again, the electric bill we paid in February was only $9. Also in utilities that I included, our rent comes with a free cleaning every few months. We have a cleaning lady who comes into our apartment every few weeks, and she spends a few hours cleaning everything. Sanitizes, wipes down all the surfaces, does a beautiful job. We leave, go to the beach for a few hours, and when we come back, our apartment is sparkling. And even though that is free, that's included in our rent, we always give her a tip. So I threw that in with utilities. I gave her a $5 tip every time she comes in to clean. So overall for utilities, we spent $14. It's $9 for the electric and $5 to tip the cleaning lady. Next on the expenditures, we have eating out. If you live here in the center of town, in Playa del Carmen, food is everywhere. Restaurants, cafes, food carts, street vendors, all that sort of stuff. And I like to try it all. I love the street food. Street tacos are some of the best food that I've ever had anywhere. And that's really cheap. But besides the cheap street food, we also like to go out to nicer places. My girlfriend and I are a big fan of sushi, and there's a really nice sushi restaurant on 5th that we like to go to every week. And even though it's a little bit more expensive on 5th Avenue than it is in other places in town, it's some of the best sushi. and it's still relatively cheap compared to American standards. So for eating out, the month of February, my girlfriend and I spent $311 total. Pretty good, considering that we go to eat out all the time. Next up on the list is we have groceries and shopping for the house. As much as we do eat out, my girlfriend does like to cook. In the last few months, she's gotten really big into cooking, and she's been doing a lot of experimenting with recipes, so we do buy a lot of groceries. Also, besides groceries, I've included shopping for like things for the house. Toiletries, toilet paper, shampoo, that sort of stuff, soap, whatever. Also, clothes and money we spend on clothes, I lumped into groceries and shopping. So for the month of February, we spent $174.50 on groceries and shopping for the house. So not a whole lot. Next up, we have our phone bills. Here in Mexico, the big carrier is Telcel, and it's actually super cheap. When you come here to Mexico, I recommend getting a Telcel SIM card. You put it in your cell phone, and then every month you just purchase however much data that you need on the plan. My girlfriend and I, we spend $10 each every month for our phone plans, and that's more than enough that we need. So a grand total of $20 for 2 cell phones for the month of February. Great deal. I know in America, cell phone plans can be outrageous monthly bills. Here in Mexico, it's really cheap. So $20 total for the month of February for the 2 phone lines. Next up, we have laundry. Our apartment does not have its own washer and dryer, which is actually really common. All the time that I've spent in Mexico, I've lived in about 5 or 6 different apartments or Airbnbs, and we've never had a washer and dryer. That's super common. But there are lavanderias, laundry services, all over the place. On like every block, you will find a laundry service. You take your clothes to them. Sometimes they'll even do pickup and delivery, but there's so many of them, and they're so close that we just walk them to the laundry service. They wash, dry, fold, seal your clothes, and you pick it up usually the next day. So for laundry, the month of February, we spent $25.50, so not bad. Next up on the list is we have transportation. We do live in the center of town, which is really close to all the good stuff, all the action, but we do occasionally have to go out farther. Getting around Playa del Carmen is really easy. They have public transportation, buses, the colectivos, which are kind of like bus vans that shuttle you around in different parts of the town. You also have cabs. Cabs are a lot cheaper here in Mexico than they are back in the States. Usually a cab anywhere in Playa del Carmen costs you between $2 and $3. So also you have the ADO buses that will take you if you're going to places not in Playa del Carmen but outside of Playa del Carmen. Some like Cancun is really close, Tulum, anything like that. You'll take an ADO bus, and those are also very cheap. We live in the center of town. We do a lot of walking. It's good exercise, and that's how we like to get around. So we don't actually use transportation all that much. Every once in a while, we'll take a colectivo to the mall because that's further out. And also, in about a 2.5 hour ride out of Playa del Carmen is a little tiny Mexican village, Felipe Carrillo, which is where my girlfriend's parents live, and once a month we go take the bus out there to visit them. So for the month of February, transportation, $17 grand total. So really cheap. Last on the list actually is entertainment. Now in Playa del Carmen, there's tons of stuff to do. It is a very big tourist city, so there's lots of entertainment. Luckily for my girlfriend and I, a lot of the things we like to do for entertainment are cheap or even free. We're a big fan of the beach. About every other day you can find us laying on the beach, swimming in the ocean. And that doesn't cost any money. Also, there's a movie theater down by the mall, which is really cheap. Back in the States, in New York, theater movie ticket costs like $11. Here it's like $3.50. So that's super cheap. Other than that, every once in a while we'll go out for a couple of beers, although we haven't been drinking so much lately, so we haven't even spent a lot of money on that. Besides, with the exception of Super Bowl Sunday. Super Bowl Sunday, we did go out and get chicken wings and drink a bunch of beers and watch the big game and that awesome halftime show. So for entertainment for the month of February, we only spend $26. So that's really cheap. So again, a quick rundown of our expenditures for the month of February really quickly. Rent, we spent $475. Utilities, we spent a grand total of $14. Eating out, we spent $311. Groceries and shopping was $174.50. Phone, we spent $20 total. Laundry, $25.50. Transportation cost us $17, and we spent $26 on entertainment and extras for the month of February. Now, all that added up is about $1,066. And basically, every month we look to spend under $1,200 grand total for our monthly budget. So February we did really, really, really good. It also helps that February only has 28 days, so it's a little bit shorter than most months, so that actually helped us spend a little bit less than our monthly budget, but we hit our mark. So again, this video is only to give you a general idea of how much it can cost. It can cost a lot less. You just eat street food and prepare your own meals. It can cost you a lot less to eat. Apartments, we spend $475, but there are apartments that are a lot less, especially if you get an apartment further out from the beach. It'll be even cheaper, but then you'll probably have to spend more on like transportation costs to get into the center of town. So I hope you found this video informative. If you have any questions, comments, critiques, you can leave them in the comments below. Other than that, please like the video, please subscribe to my channel, I would greatly appreciate it, and please stay tuned. I will be making a lot more videos about here in Playa del Carmen and other places around the world as I travel around. So until next time, adios.